Namaste. In this week's short video practice, we're going to work on sun salutations. Sun salutations are a great way to start the day, both energizing and centering your body and mind. They're also a great break in the middle of the day if you feel that you need to recenter yourself and perhaps work out some of those sore muscles from the day's event. We'll begin in table pose on our mats, loosening up our spine. Checking in with our hands, making sure they're firmly rooted and underneath our shoulders. Making sure our knees are about hip width apart. Let's begin with a few cat-cows. As we inhale, we lift our nose, drop our belly. And as we exhale, we drop our head, round our spine, tuck our tailbone. Inhale, lifting the nose, dropping the belly. Exhale, dropping the head, rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, lifting the nose, dropping the belly. Exhale, drop the head, round the spine, tuck the tailbone. Do a few more of these at your own pace, connecting to your breath. Focusing on your inhale as you lift your nose. And focusing on your exhale as you round your back. As you finish your next exhale, come into a flat back in table pose. Extend your hands ever so slightly towards the front of your mat. Tuck your toes and lift your hips, downward facing dog. In this first downward facing dog, perhaps of the day, bend your knees a lot here so you can really melt your heart towards your thighs. Micro bending your elbows will help do this as well. Really work to bring this stretch first into your spine. As we take a few breaths here, we can begin to walk the dog, pedaling our feet, bending one knee and then the other, saying hello to our hamstrings. Now coming into stillness, bending our knees a lot again, micro bending our elbows and working to drop our heart towards our thighs. Taking one full breath here. On our next inhale, looking between our hands, and on our exhale, walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, hands to knees, coming into a flat back. Exhale, fold forward, surrender the head. Inhale, slowly rolling up, vertebra by vertebra. Hands all the way over our head. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, our hands up high, high, high to the sky. Exhale, folding forward through space. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, hands all the way down to the mat, step back, plank pose. Take a full breath in plank pose here. And as you exhale, lower all the way down, untuck your toes, root through your fingertips, push up, baby cobra. Being gentle of your spine in this first baby cobra. As you exhale, tuck your toes, push your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Again, bend your knees a lot here, working to melt your heart back towards your thighs. Connecting to our breath here. working to make our breath audible. Breathing through our nose, if that's available for you. One more full breath. On our next inhale, look in between your hands, and on your exhale, walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Exhale, hands to knees. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly rolling up. Hands come all the way up over your head. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, your hands up high to the sky, reaching as high as you can. Exhale, folding forward through space. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, hands all the way down to the mat, step back, plank pose. Take a full breath in plank. On your exhale, lower all the way down, untuck your toes, root through your fingertips, lift up, baby cobra. And exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhale our right foot high, high, high to the sky. And exhale, bring that foot forward in between our hands, dropping our back knee down to the mat. Inhale your hands to your hips. And as we exhale, we bend that front knee a little bit more, taking this a little bit deeper. As we inhale, we lift the crown of our head high to the sky, straightening our spine. And as we exhale, we lean a little bit more into that front knee. Connecting again here to our breath. One more inhale. And as you exhale, bring both your hands down to the left side of your foot. Inhale your back knee off of the mat. And begin to take a few hip circles here. Circling first one direction and then the other. Being mindful and gentle. Full inhale. And on your next exhale, shoot that right foot back to meet your left. Coming into plank pose. Full breath in plank pose. On your next exhale, lowering all the way down, untucking your toes. Lifting through your fingertips, baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling our left foot high to the sky. And exhale, bringing that left foot in between our hands. Dropping our back knee, inhaling our hands to our hips. And exhaling, leaning forward, bending that front knee a little bit more. Again, as we inhale, we lift the crown of our head high to the sky, straightening our spine, coming up and out of the pose a little bit. And as we exhale, we lean forward, leaning into that space we're creating. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, surrendering. On your next inhale, lift a little bit more. And on your exhale, bring both hands down to the right side of your front foot, scooting your front foot over to the left side of your mat, lifting that back knee off the mat, and beginning to take a few hip circles. Circling first one way and then the other. Connecting to our breath here and really breathing into this spot that is so tight for many of us. One more full inhale. And as we exhale, bringing our left foot back to meet our right. Meeting in plank pose for one full breath. And as we exhale, lowering all the way down, untucking our toes, rooting through our fingertips, lifting up, baby cobra. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Bending our knees a lot in downward facing dog, micro bending our elbows and working to really melt our heart back towards our thighs. Connecting here again to our breath. On your next inhale, look in between your hands. And on your exhale, walk, jump, or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, hands to knees. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly rolling up. Hands all the way up over your head. And exhale, hands to heart center. Moving through this one more time. Inhaling our hands up high to the sky. Exhale, folding forward through space. Surrendering our head. Inhaling, hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, hands come all the way down to the mat. Step back, plank pose. Full breath in plank pose. On your exhale, lowering all the way down, untucking your toes, rooting through your fingertips, lifting up, baby cobra. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhaling our right foot high to the sky. Exhaling, bringing that foot forward in between our hands. Keeping our back knee off the mat this time. We inhale our hands to our hips. Making sure we're feeling centered and balanced in this pose, standing on 2 skis or 2 railroad tracks. If we're feeling unbalanced, moving our feet a little bit wider. Again, as we inhale, we lift the crown of our head ever so slightly higher to the sky, coming up and out of this pose just a little bit. And as we exhale, we bend that front knee a little bit more and sit a little bit deeper. If you wish, you can bring your hands from your hips out wide into cactus, or perhaps extend them all the way up over your head. One more full breath here. And on your next exhale, slowly bringing your hands down. Bringing your right foot back to meet your left. Full breath in plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down, untuck the toes, root through the fingertips, baby cobra. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring that foot forward in between our hands. Inhale, lifting our hands to our hips. And exhale, bending that front knee a little bit more, sitting a little bit deeper in the pose. As we inhale, we lift the crown of our head ever so slightly higher to the sky. And as we exhale, we bend a little bit more, surrendering a little bit deeper into that front leg. On your next breath, if you wish, you can bring your hands out wide to cactus, or perhaps all the way up. Staying with our breath here. One more full inhale. And as we exhale, slowly coming all the way down, bringing our hands all the way down to the mat, bringing our left foot back to meet our right, centering in plank pose with a full breath. Exhale, lowering all the way down, untucking our toes, root through your fingertips, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, connecting to our breath here. Bending our knees a lot, shooting our hips up high to the sky, allowing our heart to melt back towards our thighs. As we inhale, we look in between our hands. And as we exhale, we walk, step, or jump to the front of our mat. Inhale your hands to knees. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rolling up. Hands over our head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finishing up with our sun salutations, we take a quick Shavasana. Try to always give yourself time for this resting pose to feel the full benefit of your yoga practice. Coming to lay flat on the ground, perhaps tucking your shoulder blades underneath your body. Allowing yourself to fully relax here. One of our teachers says, go into Shavasana as though you've just fainted. The more you can relax, the more you can receive. Returning to our breath. Stay with the inhale and the exhale. Allow everything else to melt away. Beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring yourself back into your body. Rolling to one side and gently pushing yourself back up. Taking a full breath in this seated position. Inhaling our hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing yoga and making the world a better place. Namaste.